Beautiful people, welcome back and welcome if you're new here. My name is Sarah Be Nice, author of Alchemy of Happiness, a book that is centered around healing the inner child. So today I want to share a powerful review from someone on this healing journey with us that has truly touched my heart. As you know, healing the inner child isn't just about visiting or revisiting the past, it is about reclaiming the parts of ourselves we were told to hide. It is about finding peace, joy, and alignment in the present so we can build the future that we truly deserve. Some of these things we were either told to hide or we were taught to hide. And I'll explain that later. But I want you to know that every message I receive reminds me why this work matters. It reminds me why I started in the first place. Because when we heal, we don't just heal ourselves, we heal generations to come. And I remember when I finished writing the book, thinking that if just one person benefited from this, my work would be done. And guess what? I've been receiving over the years messages, heartwarming messages as to why I need to carry on and I need to come out and talk more about this. So before we dive into the review, I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to breathe deep and know that healing is possible. It is happening every day, whether we see it or not. And I'm about to share a positive review that I just received from someone I worked with. So sometime last year, almost a year ago, I worked with this lovely lady who was struggling, who was going through all sorts of things that she was locked away. She locked herself away and she didn't want to see people. She was going through her own journey. And I remember talking to her, or even just seeing the things she was going through a lot of pain. I could tell she was going through pain, but she wasn't ready to come out until when we had a session, the initial session that actually helped her to open up. And then we did we did about 3 back-to-back sessions because it was so intense that instead of doing once a week, we had to do 3 days consecutively to be able to uproot whatever she was going through. So I'm sharing this because she has given us a review, which I'm going to share somewhere. And she gave this review soon after the session, and she shared how happy she was and how much lighter she felt. So the review goes that she felt lighter, and I'm going to share that in the comment section or somewhere. And we touched base just yesterday. Since then, we hadn't touch base at all. And it so turned out that since she has redirected her entire career, she's gone back to school, but most importantly, she has reconnected with her family. And the family member in this case is her mother. As you have seen in the review, she hadn't talked to her mother in years. She told me they met up after a few months later, and for the first time, she and the mother hugged. They had a heart-to-heart talk and they reconnected. And she says she cannot believe, to this day, she cannot believe that this actually happened. This happened after the session we had. And on top of that, she went back, like I said, she went back to school. She's doing something else completely different from what she used to do. And her mother one time rings her and goes like, hey, I know that you went back to school, you must be struggling financially. I want to send you a little, like something small, something for your upkeep. And she says that, when you receive something from a mother, obviously it is beautiful, it is warm, it is something that that is enriching. It doesn't matter how much it is, but the fact that they think about us and they send us something, we love it. But when the mother said that she was sending her this, she felt like she was being mothered. She was being a little girl again who was being looked after by her mom, something she had never experienced. And the funny thing is, she was like, Sarah, listen, whenever my phone rang, when my mom was on this call, I would literally want to throw the phone away. That is the sort of disconnect they had. Obviously, during our session, we went through the fact that mom probably did the best she could given what she had. Sometimes you have parents who have gone through their fair share of disconnection or disconnect. They've gone through their fair share of trauma. They've gone through their fair share of things they cannot address, and when they bring us into life, they themselves are struggling because they haven't healed themselves. They don't even know that they need to heal. They think they just have to survive and do whatever they can, whatever is available to them. And we have to give them credit, because if they knew, they would have gone for help. If they knew, they would have seek this help out. But the fact that we know, the fact that you are on this video and you know, and you understand that these things happen and these things can be healed, perhaps it is time that we find happiness, that we find alignment, that we disconnect ourselves from those wounds, from those hidden wounds, from those trapped emotions or trapped negative emotions. We can do this. And what I believe, and I've always said, that when we heal ourselves, we heal even the people around us, because those people are going to bounce off our energy, and they're going to bounce off our compassion. We're going to be more compassionate. We're going to be more loving. We're going to be more kind, more caring, and they're going to benefit from that as well. And as a ripple effect, they might as well go and seek healing. And true to that, this lady went ahead and told me that she now can see people who are struggling, and she knows this lady who she goes to, who is in one of her communities, and she can see that this lady is struggling with something, but she probably can't even put a finger on it. And sometimes it happens to the best of us. You can be the nicest person, you can have the best intentions in life, but if you have that thing that triggers you, that thing that is trapped, you are going to snap, you are going to behave differently, you are going to distance yourself from people, you're going to be different. You sometimes you can going to neglect yourself, or you might neglect those that you love. So I wanted to share that with you, and I hope you're doing well. I look forward to seeing you soon, and in the meantime, keep the reviews coming, keep sharing your stories. And if you need help, please find help. It doesn't matter where you get that help from, but find help. Do not suffer in silence. Do not suffer in silence. So I look forward to seeing you in the next one. In the meantime, enjoy your lives. Enjoy your life. Take care.